So this is the JVC camera setup. We have a number of different cameras, but this is the JVC setup. So this is a XLR microphone. It has a male and a female end. The female end is going to plug into the microphone, and then you can see at the bottom just has the 3 pins. That plugs in, and you hear a snap. And then in this case, the male end is going to plug into the camera on input 2. You can sort of see that, input 2. Again, you'll hear a click to confirm that it's in. And then if you want to just take a quick peek at the camera settings, those are the normal settings. So input 2 is input 2, and they're both getting what's called phantom power, which you can see by the plus 48 volts, which means it's getting just a little bit of voltage. And they're both set to auto, meaning the camera's gonna handle the level of the microphone. And if we open up the viewfinder real quick, and I talk into the microphone, you can see that channel 2 is picking up the stick microphone, and if I just gently tap the shotgun mic, that's coming in on channel 1. So this camera is actually recording 2 channels of audio. One is the shotgun microphone that's on the top of the camera, and the second microphone is the stick mic that the reporter will be holding. So you'll actually be recording 2 channels and give yourself a little bit of backup audio.
And then can you show us the record button,
Yep.
batteries and stuff? Quick.
Just a couple of quick things on the camera to make sure that you're in good shape. The first, probably the most important thing, if you're shooting outside, always this thing that says ND filter is actually like sunglasses for the camera. So if you're shooting outside, always turn that on. And it is going to darken the image, but it's important to do when you're outside. Anytime you're indoors, this should absolutely be off. There's no reason that you would have that on indoors. So off if you're indoors, on if you're outdoors.
So this is on and off.
Yep. And then the rest is pretty simple. So a couple things to just check in your viewfinder. The A at the very top means it's in full auto exposure mode, so it's going to handle white balance, exposure, iris, all those settings. If for some reason that is not in if for some reason that's not in the manual mode, then you would just switch it to the auto mode. I don't know why I'm not seeing the button right off the top. There's also an iris auto and manual button as well. Again, as long as you have that A button up there, then the camera is going to handle all the exposure for you.
Okay.
And then AF stands down on that very bottom corner, stands for autofocus. So you don't have to worry about the focus. The camera will handle that.
Okay.
Okay. And then the record button's right here.
Yes.
And you just push it. And a couple things to just verify. You should see the REC red in the bottom corner. You know that it's recording to card A because that turned red, and you know you have 112 minutes remaining on the media card. If for some reason that card filled up, it would jump down to card B and start recording on the B card.
Okay.
So that's,
And the SD card is on here, all here.
Yep. So they're recording almost 2 hours on each card, so there's no reason you'd ever run out.
Okay. Right. And then the on/off button is.
Yeah, that one's a little funky. So you have to push in that tiny little blue button right here. You push that in and then go up, and that turns it off.
Okay.
And then to turn the camera back on, you push that little blue button in and go to the middle position, and that's the on mode.
Okay. And then this lens thing. That
Yeah, the lens cap, it doesn't have a traditional lens cap that comes off. It has this, you'll see a shutter thing that closes, and that lever is right here, and it just goes up and down.